Hello everyone, my name is Ranger Dave Schmidt. Welcome to Flight 93 National Memorial Series, Their Story Lives Here, in which we highlight the stories of the remarkable passengers and crew members on Flight 93. Today, I have the honor of telling the story of one of those passengers, Mark David Rothenberg. Rothenberg was born in Brooklyn, New York. His father owned a business called the Culver Glass Company that specialized in making stunning decorative glassware that was sold in high-end department stores. Mark took over the business, then built a successful one-man company called MDR Global Resources. He worked as a middleman between American importers and producers of housewares in various Asian countries, which he often traveled to. Rothenberg lived with his wife Meredith and their two daughters, Rachel and Sarah, in Scotch Plains, New York. He was devoted to them. Second only to his family was his devotion to work. Meredith called him a workaholic. Mark compensated for the time difference between the East Coast and Asia by sleeping from 4 a.m. until 9 a.m. He was friendly, an outstanding negotiator, and a master salesman. Rothenberg was also called a human Rolodex for his ability to memorize phone numbers. During his business travels, Mark accumulated more than 1 million lifetime miles. Meredith said that you could wallpaper a room with all of his upgrade coupons. He flew United so frequently that he was always bumped up to first class. In fact, the airline invited him to its headquarters in Chicago to be a consultant on passenger services. Mark was outgoing and very funny. To the embarrassment of his wife, he loved to introduce himself to celebrities wherever he'd go. Once, he and Meredith were at a restaurant and spotted the popular comedian Jackie Mason. Mark introduced himself. Later, he and Meredith left the restaurant and drove to their hotel in their black Mercedes-Benz. He received a call about 2 a.m. It was Jackie Mason. Mason said, "I don't know if I stole your Mercedes or you stole my Mercedes." Their identical vehicles had been switched at the restaurant's valet parking. The men reunited each other with their respective vehicles. Rothenberg developed close friendships with a variety of people whom he met. One of them was a self-proclaimed Hollywood hairstylist named Little Joe McCauley. Mark would get a haircut at McCauley's salon in Beverly Hills during his frequent trips to Asia. McCauley said that 12 years before the tragic events on September 11th, Rothenberg walked into his salon and said, "Mark is my given name, but my family and best friends call me Mickey." From that point forward, we greeted each other with a hug and became absolute friends forever. In closing, can we see a bit of ourselves in Mark Rothenberg? How can we honor him and all the passengers and crew members on Flight 93? The story of Mark Rothenberg lives here. Thanks for watching, and please come back to visit us as our series, Their Story Lives Here, continues.